Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and don't let any disorienting Choninpo frighten you as I take a look at the SH Figuarts Red Wind Power Ranger, known to me more so as Hurricane Red. It's great to see the Red Ranger of my very first Super Sentai experience make his way stateside, and I'm sure fans of, the American one, are similarly stoked. The Red Ninja, who isn't Ninja Red, has got a ruddy, fantastic sculpt. Definitely a high bar for Power Ranger SH Figuarts. There's some slight wrinkling in the red suit, and the fish-netted arms are covered in sculpted texture. The helmet, morpher, and other bits and bobs look nice too, but the basic suit sculpt is hardcore on par, even with a few cuts here and there for posability. Most all of the Red Wind Ranger's coloration is clean and well done, with the chest tampo and white faceplate edgework particularly rubbing me the right way. All this good stuff means that one minor omission sticks out to me a lot more than it should. The morpher's gotten multiple paint apps, but the simple red dot on the power disc feels pretty unfinished without some kind of white symbol tampagraphing. Now that would be a tiny piece of detail work, but I think it would have finished things off really well. So you see, I'm doing something here. I'm trying something new. I'm just getting across the most important point right away. Not going to draw any more attention to it, and then I'm going to bring up that this dude also has some pretty good Figuarts ankles. And hey, if you move even further up his body, you can see he's got some double-jointed Figuarts knees. If you move even further up his body, you can see he's got some of those Figuarts hips, what are on that inner rotator joint thingy that lets the legs come down like this, so's higher kicking can happen like that. And you know, if we go even farther up here, you can see there's a waist joint. It's a ball socket joint, and there's another one of those up here in the middle of the torso with a decent amount of range. And if you go up even higher, then you can get to the head, and it's a Figuarts head, and it looks pretty good when it's tilting around, because it's got a great balance between collar and helmet, so there's a lot of line here you can really get going. I wanted to get all that out of the way. Well, just one more thing. He's got Figuarts wrists. He's got double-jointed elbows, and these do break up the sculpt just a little bit on the chainmail, but I feel okay about that because I'm not sure how this would have carried over being on this, I believe this is a palm piece in here, I'm not quite sure, but I don't know if this particular plastic they use for the double joints can handle such fine sculpted detail. But now that we've got all out of the way, I want to talk about shoulders. This guy's shoulders. So he's got these shoulder cover things, right? And they're beautiful. I find them nearly impossible to put into what I would call a broken position, like some of the stuff I've shown on other Sentai Figuarts who have these kind of sleeves. Inside the sleeve, he's got a universal joint, which is attached by, I believe, some kind of ball socket joint that also has this forward rotation. And it's a sleeve joint, so there's a bicep swivel all the way up here inside the cover, but unlike stuff like the Shinkengers, or almost any other bicep sleeve swivel, even the good ones like the Jetman, this one has such a range of turn that you can get him to cross his arms, yet he still has the sleeve. These sleeves are so well done. I can't begin to tell you how well done these are. These are, in my opinion, the best done Sentai skin-tight, bicep-sleeved, shoulder-covery joint systems I've ever seen. This guy is like the new top of the pile to me. And I'm real happy about that because Hurricaneger was my very first Super Sentai experience, and I've always had a real soft spot for it in my heart. And aside from real creaking on one joint here, it's pretty good. I might want to get some kind of lubricant for that. I just really needed to show that off, that this guy has fantastic arms, and they are definitely the new high bar for Figuarts Sentai shoulders, in my opinion. So damn well done. Good on ya, Red Wind Ranger Shane. The Red Hurricane Man has got a bunch of hand options, starting as always with clenched rock'em sock'em fists. Next up are some splayed open hands, excellent for dropping a Sanjo! You've got karate chop hands for flying through the air and running across rooftops, 2 fingers are extended on the Cho Ninpo hands to cast an unstoppable Kage no Mai, but you can't dance in the shadows without a pair of hands that can hold a Hayate Maru ninja sword. The handle can be removed from the sheath pegged into the Red Ranger's back, while a full-on sword can go into either hand. I dig how this setup avoids both an oversized sheath as well as potential paint scraping on the blade. And the sword's got a very nice array of applications on its surface. There is an additional left hand that holds the Hayate Maru handle at more of an angle, if that's your bag. And the final pair of hands are made to work with the final accessory, the Hawk Blasting Dry Gun. The firearm looks awesome, right down to having that tampographed symbol that I wanted to see on the Morpher. Interestingly, you just get one trigger-fingered right hand and one open-palmed left hand, as the Red Wind Ranger only really shot it the one way. This adds the upside of a left hand that works for poses outside of Hissatsuing, and the downside of subsequently making me wish there was a corresponding right hand to go with it. While he isn't the ninja of the ninja, the Red Wind Hurricaneer is a Figuarts of the Figuarts. Aside from the missing symbol on his Morpher's power disc, this guy is the total goddamn package of strong looks and an all-encompassing accessory loadout. And what tops it all off is the next level effectiveness of his posability. He takes the Sentai bicep sleeve and pushes it even farther, maintaining almost the entire range of a straight-up bicep cut, working with shoulder covers that look good in nearly every position, and never messing up a deliciously smooth body aesthetic. This guy makes me look at the Overdrive and Samurai shoulder designs and resoundingly say, y'all got served. Anyway, this has been Internet Personality Vangelis, and it looks like we may be getting the rest of Hurricaneer's SH Figuarts released over here in North America as Ninja Storm toys. Between these and the Kamen Rider Ryuki releases, my personal Toku origin nostalgia's getting stroked real hard. If we get Figuarts Kamen Rider ZO, the circle will be complete.